Alright, hello everybody. They just released an update earlier today. So we're going to continue with what we were doing, simply because they've added some stuff. That stays like that. So my big thing is they've changed the employees. You can have them. Ooh, actually, I think this is better. I want 3 of them to stock the store, and I want 1 to stock the back room. I'm going to expand the back area. We'll move this at some point, but I believe they also... it might be under perks. I have no clue. Night shift. Honestly, that's totally fine with how cheap they are. And they added storage shelves. Okay, yeah. We are gonna play for like at least 3 levels. The first one I'm gonna do night shift though. Yeah, no, that goes there. This is all taken care of. This is all fixed stuff. This is all new stuff. Okay, yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start the day. Hold up. Actually, I don't want them doing anything. I want all the employees actually to stock the store for right now, because now I actually need to upgrade to stock stuff differently. I don't have them set up to mess with stuff on pallets, so I'm assuming they added something that if I were to like throw these out of the way for whatever reason, they could mess with them. Let me just grab whatever is valuable. This is cheap. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab Tamagotchi. That's not worth, that's not worth. Those are worth. New. Couple of those, and this is just whatever. Yeah, realistically, I don't care that much. I think what I want to do, though, is I just want to expand this all the way now. Yeah, for a lot of these items I'm not going to care about. I didn't actually intend to play this game. I had already started recording, what is it called? Binkdom? I think it's what it's called. It's like a, like the best way I could describe it, it's like a, Stardew Valley, like our Animal Crossing style game is actually like the best way to describe it. It's like Animal Crossing combined with Harvest Moon. Yeah, I don't necessarily care about most of this stuff. I probably don't even care about what's in there. Inflatable pool, 90 bucks. Yeah, realistically, I don't necessarily care if something makes profit or not, but that looks like it's going to make profit. We'll leave that alone. Okay, we got to level up. Okay, not that I care about that right now. So I think my first perk should be storage shelves. Before I have them work at night, I need to be able to stock stuff in a way that just makes sense. Ooh, and they can't pick up anything that's on the things. That's actually really important to know, too. Okay, whatever. We'll, deal with this for right now. I don't necessarily care about those. The rest of this is just trash. Trash. Guess I can fix those. Okay, I've got to completely change the way this is set up, so I want to expand the back room. Yeah, realistically, all we really need is a button that'll auto-fix stuff, and I think this game would be a lot more convenient. New. I mean, regardless, I'm just gonna fix and throw off to the side. That takes care of that. It's 6503. 6503. Oh, this is new. is it, 150 for the 25%? So this is just another figurine. Good to know. We'll fix these. We'll fix the laptops. We'll fix that. It's all junk. Oh, this just became so much money. Just fixing the laptops alone was profitable. Okay, either way, we'll just finish this. Now let me just throw the monitors around. They're in their box. What's the worst that can happen? They break again, I'll just fix them again. Yeah, realistically, paying for them to work night shifts is probably also a good idea. We'll buy the storage shelves probably tomorrow. Rest of that's just trash. I don't even know how many of these we got, but I know if I got at least 10 of these microphones, I'm probably fine. We'll look at her stock in a second. Okay. I don't even know how many of those I had. I know it was enough. Okay. Shelves look fine. Several of these are just set up to be any. Yeah, new ones need to be set up where all the new ones are just a particular thing. I'll still fix those. Well, these headphones definitely pay for everything else. Not fixing those. I think most of the rest of these is just trash. Yeah, honestly, the rest of this probably doesn't even really matter. Yeah, I think what I want to do is I want to expand more. Plus, I think I have enough stock to get away with it. Jeez, there's so many of these. Jeez, how many are there? Was it over 20 pairs of these headphones? I honestly almost don't care about these because they're so cheap, but... It's all trash. All trash. What I probably want to do going forward is literally just buy mix, just because I have a better chance of getting a bunch of other random stuff. Okay, that's everything. Okay. Okay, that takes care of all of that. I don't think there's any... Is there anything for me to buy at the moment? The next floor. Hmm. And buying the next upgrade probably makes some sense at the moment, but... I probably want one of each, now that I think about it. At least one of each. Probably another shredder. The upgraded stuff doesn't really matter to me at the moment. So I do probably want those, but I don't even think I bothered with looking at this today. Mixed. We'll buy the components regardless. New audio devices, meh. We'll buy the 3 mysteries. That seems like good value for me. And we'll open these up tomorrow. And I think I'll buy Night Shift. Yeah, we'll let them do whatever. Yeah, basically what I want them to do is... Hopefully the stocking system works the way I think it does, but what I basically want to do is I want them to automatically stock everything that I scrap. Okay, got several network cards, which I think is like the one thing that I'm like almost always low on. Camera stuff is always good. Yeah, I also want to expand this. Yeah, let me just try grabbing whatever is trash first. Care about those. They're too big. Kind of the same thing with these, that these ones are just too cheap. You know, and then we don't sell used. $300. Another shredder would actually be extremely helpful. Yeah, my workers don't have anything to do at the moment, and I would actually prefer it be that way. At least for right now. Ooh, got some good headphones. Cheapo headphones. I mean, I don't even necessarily care that some of them were new. So it's 0. And then what was it? It was 2. What is it now? This is 2 and this is 4. And then this is 8, so it's 0824. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? This is 6503. It's a vinyl record. Yeah, I think one other shredder would be helpful. Yeah. Yeah, everything else stays. Leave everything else in that stays. That's all good. Yeah, like the big problem with these ones is just that they're so big, it's hard to stock them. I can put 2 more sets of shelves down. That takes care of that. Let's just get all of these fixed up. And on the shelves. I think they also made these slightly smaller so that you could fit 3 of them. I swear you used to only be able to fit 2. Whatever. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of don't care about these. These are fine. Okay, well that takes care of that. I can fix all of these. Not fixing those. I'll filter through that in a minute. Okay. I had no reason to suspect that this game would actually get like a good, decent update when it did. I think I will expand. And then I will start placing stuff in the back. And then I will make it so that the workers can hopefully like stock everything that needs to be stocked. I'll probably start working on that for tomorrow. I probably will only buy stuff for tomorrow for the pallets. I don't necessarily know if I'll be able to do any work on them. know what? Take that. Take those. I think we're fine on this, so... Okay. Okay, whatever. We'll lost most of this. Yeah, I think I'll just go to tomorrow now. Trying to think if there's really... Hmm. Uh... Yeah, we'll just fix up whatever needs fixing. Yeah, I think what we'll do... Yeah, I think I have too much, but I think I need to expand now. Okay. Actually, no, I don't necessarily care at the moment. Let's fix everything up. Let's fix these. Yeah, I'm running low on network cards. Yeah, we'll buy the shelves and I'll figure out how they need to get set up in a minute. Because if I can get those set up, I think I could actually fully automate most of my day. Of course, a bunch of these are going to need network cards. Okay. I'm sure that there are some worth buying. We'll buy both of those. Definitely buy the component one. Definitely buy the mixed one. Oh. Something must have, yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else probably worth buying. This one. and then maybe the 2 mystery ones would be worth. I barely got any network cards. Trash. The rest is to keep. Trash. Fix all those. Rest of that's new. Let's just fix what I have real quick. Yeah, doing this is like bound to give you carpal tunnel because it's like the same very repetitive thing over and over again. And you can only slightly avoid it by using the mouse. Yeah, this is making my hand hurt. Once they've even automated the repair process, things will be easier. No, there was one used that I missed. What? It's 3-1. It's 3-1-3-5. 3-1-3-5. Night vision goggles? These are so expensive. Okay. It's good to know there's some extremely expensive items in existence. Okay, whatever. Sorry, this is just like really hurting my hand. And I have no clue if it's how I'm holding this or what. I just know it's hurting my hand. Okay. Oh, and I gotta level up. So I have those 3. Let me buy those just so I know what's left. It's probably all junk, but we'll start from here. That's under camping. Oh, actually, we have something for that. Okay. I'm gonna let them stock everything for a minute and let some stuff get sold. I don't want them going through what's in the boxes just yet. I want them to just grab everything else and throw everything on the shelves, and then I just kind of want to see what's left over. You know, I mean, I don't necessarily care what gets stocked too much. I probably need headphones and microphones to have their own thing, though. Ma'am, did you buy stuff? No, okay, they just walk out without a bag. Oh, hey. This guy made me a good bit of money, 1,400 bucks. It's why, for the most part, I'm only stocking particular things now. I might stop stocking this microphone, because I just have too many of them. Might start stocking other stuff. But I basically just want them to pick up everything that's on the floor at the moment. and get that to wherever it needs to be. Realistically, I probably only need one of them, but I want to pay all of them to be night shift. So long as it's feasible. Otherwise, like if it's too expensive to keep them all on for night shift, I will take them off. But for right now, it seems feasible, so I'm gonna leave it be. I think the big thing that I kind of need is figurines and vinyl records for new stuff. Even if it's only, you know, a couple of things. Okay, well, either way, let's buy these. This is for little stuff. Okay, so the categories. Do you... Oh, no. Okay, so... I don't want it to carry any new stuff or renewed stuff. And then I want this to hold stuff that I don't... that I'll just scrap. So, pretty much all kitchen appliances that I know of used and damaged and go in there. Okay, hold up. Copy these settings real quick. And then I basically just need to change what's being put up here. So instead of kitchen appliances, this one's going to take camping stuff. Skating stuff. Swimming stuff. Sports accessories. Trying to think of other stuff that I probably won't fix up. Or that can't be fixed up at all. So board games. Building blocks. Figurines. Vinyl records. And then the only one that I'm not 100% sure on, I believe it's just kitchen appliances and household electronics are the only other ones that I'd be a little concerned with. They'll hopefully fix themselves. This one. It's only going to be new stuff, and it's just whatever I throw up. And then this is just so I could free up some inventory space really quick. So I know I need figurines. But I'll figure that out in a minute. Okay. Truthfully, I'm not 100% sure what would be going in these for right now. I know kitchen appliances is probably one of them. You know what? I'm going to leave them automatic for right now for these ones. I know for the small stuff, I'm positive on what's in the going in those. And then you know, let's just see what the AI does. Coffee machine, and that's a kitchen appliance. Yeah, and then, yeah, we'll put two of them to deal with the backroom stuff. And then I think if I were to put A and A minuses for these, they'll be able to throw them over pretty easily. Actually, in fact, right now, I think what I care about more. Everybody should just stock the back room real quick. Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll just leave it at that for right now. All of you guys should be stocking the back room. You know what, whatever. They might have already had a couple of things set up for them to stock, so I'll just leave it alone for right now. Should be fine. We'll let them do whatever it is that they were gonna do. first. You know, whatever is gonna get stocked. I need to know what doesn't get thrown into anything right now, and then I will figure out from there what I'm doing. Because, like, the big question is like, they're throwing this in. I probably want to make something for new stuff, or like specifically for like microphones and stuff. I think most of those are good. Yeah, like this keyboard. Yeah, I think I just want to wait and see what just gets stocked in here first. It seems like they're done already. There's nothing to be put on the shelves. Everything on this shelf I don't care about. Yeah, computer and computer accessories needs to be their own thing, or they need to have a way to like blacklist some stuff. Maybe with the next upgrade you can do that. Which means I have to wait for the next level. With the journaling, you can remove any stored items and quickly put away those of... Okay, maybe this works the way I think it would. But yeah, there's just like certain items where I'd be like, no, those don't belong. And it's especially on this one's like, no. Yeah, I think on computer stuff, you don't put anything on for computer stuff. I think you just remove it. Oh, let's just make it tomorrow for right now and see what they do. I almost don't care. Yeah, it's just like certain things like don't matter. Yeah, and then this has the video games.
Okay, but that doesn't belong there. No swimming stuff. Yeah, this is like a decent way for them to go about doing stuff, but then like certain things get mixed up and it doesn't make sense. Like, why would all the PlayStation controllers go over here? Yeah, I think you almost want to go with small boxes and then just, you know, for all the big stuff, you kind of know where it goes. But then also, like, this alone is already as big as this box. So, like, how is there multiple of these in here? Same with this. Like, this has multiple of these speakers, and these ones are big. Yeah, I think you want to almost set them up. Like, for certain things, like, yeah, sure, you want to set them up, like... You almost want to set them up for single item only. I think that's just like the only way it makes sense. Okay, this update has potential, but I think they need to work on it a bit more. I'm gonna just call it here. If I decide to play more later, I'll probably combine it with this recording session. But I don't think this is the way I would want it. I'll see if I can't think of a way to set this up that would be to my liking. What I might also do is I might just kind of wait a couple of days and just let the AI kind of just stock everything inside and go from there with restocking the whole inside of the store. That might just be something that I do, just have this set up in a way where all of the workers come in and just throw everything on the shelves. Because I figured, like, you would need large boxes for larger items, and it doesn't appear that way. It just seems like it's just the amount of space it takes up. So, honestly, I guess we will see going forward. Either way, goodbye for now. Oh, right. Hello, everybody. I'm going to combine this with my previous recording session, just because I feel like that would be best. Also, I think, because you don't have to worry about the size and stuff, it would seem. Like, you know, like, it's like, this has this box. Like, I think you're better off with a bunch of ones that only hold one thing. Yeah. Ooh, and then you can just pull out whatever you want to. Yeah, I think I'm just better off with one for each thing. And then I can just grab from whatever's full. Yeah, and then I can grab new stuff. Yeah, so I think what I want to do actually, if I'm going to start doing that, I probably need to expand like one more on each side for each side, just so I could stock more stuff up. Because some of this needs to just be for new stuff. So like I might empty out some of this and toss some of this into other stuff right now. Hold up, actually, I'm going to do that first. Let me... So this one, I'm gonna tell them they can't put new stuff in. Basically anything where they're throwing on stuff that I don't want them to throw on to sell, I'm going to mess with that. Yeah, no, and that's that. So I don't know what other new stuff I may or may not have. I might want to go with like you know what? Hold up.
Just leave the computer one like this. For right now. Hold up. Yeah, so let's just do that for a moment. Let's just start our day. Okay, yeah, no. So now they'll also work night shift, and I don't know how much extra time that they'll do, but I think I expand this. I'll fix those. Not that concerned with that right now. Not that concerned with most of those right now. Most of that stuff is trash. Yeah, so I think what I'm literally going to do going forward is... Okay, yeah, so that's all that. They're all working in the back room. So I'm gonna have 2 of them stock the store real quick. Do that. And then I'll just slowly fix and let them do whatever. Yeah, I just need to expand the back area a bit. On. Up. Fix these. Okay. I will hopefully tomorrow just get this all set up the way it needs to be set up. Again, it would just be so much nicer if this was just like a one button fix for most of these, because it's literally all it is. This is all trash. I'll fix those. This is all trash. 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 I'll fix that. That's trash. Those are trash. Oh, for right now, what this is gonna be is just the stuff that I can't get rid of. Okay.
Yeah, I wish you could filter some of this. Whatever. Because we're just now at a point where, like, the issue is what I could do. Okay. Okay. Again, it would just be so nice if this was just like a one button fix. Yeah, okay, so we've figured out what our problem is with this. So what we're gonna do, we're going to expand the back area probably twice would probably make sense. Yeah, no, we'll just do the back area. So that went further that way. Yeah, no, what if we do this? And then what we can do, I probably just need like 6 more of these, maybe. Like, I have no clue how many of them I'm actually going to be using, but... And I'll probably move all the pallets to the back, to be honest. Actually, yeah, I might do that first. Okay, what we'll do... Actually, yeah, what we'll do is we'll just literally let them stock stuff real quick. Because none of this can go to the shop anyways at the moment, so... Let's just let them stock stuff real quick. I'll pull everything out in a minute. We'll just let them throw whatever.
Yeah, just have them stock the back room real quick for all of them and just... Real quick, I'll be able to set these up. I'm just gonna let them grab everything. I'll probably move this. This one will probably be the one that holds all of the new stuff. Actually, I'm trying to think what should probably go in this. Unobtainable would probably make the most sense, to be honest. I believe all the camera stuff is cheap. Yeah, just because I'll be able to just like click and easily see what's what. I'm not that concerned. I'd rather just let them grab everything. Okay, now what I could do... We'll buy that. This is all new stuff. I don't necessarily want new stuff. Actually, no, I can't. We'll leave the rest of the money as is. We'll let them just empty out stuff. just is what it is. Again, we'll just let them deal with all of this, and then we'll get rid of everything else afterwards. And I'll just let the... I'll just let everything get picked up. I do like that they gave us the option to have them work at night. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let them finish grabbing everything real quick. Those are gonna go there. That stays there for right now. Okay, and then everything else is new and or damaged. So I don't necessarily get how this is set up. Okay, well that takes care of all of that. Hold up. No, those can be placed. Yeah, okay, so what I want to do now... Yeah, like, I'm like a little confused. Like, if this can hold all these different things... Like, is it just because this is going to be only microphones? That's all trash. Like, is there like an item limit or something? Because like this doesn't say it's full. Okay, yeah, so... I need to just completely change how most of these work, then. I can repair these. I can repair most of those if I really wanted. Here's what we'll do real quick. We will move all the employees to stocking the store now. So if there's anything to stock into the store, let's have them do that real quick. Okay, let's let them do that. This is all junk. Okay. So that's allowed there. The rest of those will be allowed. It's all trash. This is all trash. All of this is trash. Yeah, that's right. All of these. I mean, I'm just gonna fix all of them just so they're out of the way. Okay. It emptied out all of that. Okay, and the little pictures on there are accurate at least. So we're fixing the phone. We are not fixing the smartwatch. Well, we'll just fix these. This isn't getting picked up, which is fine. We'll just throw that on ourselves. Okay, microphones. Now, the problem I have is microphones is filled. But that's fine. So what we need to do is... This should be headphones. You know what? I don't care about this right now. I'm gonna throw a lot of this stuff down right now. Hold up. So I wish there was an easier way to do this. So headphones, speakers, microphones, tools, tool accessories, handheld electronics, our household electronics, kitchen, smartphone and accessories, small electronics, you know what, it's fine for right now. You know what, I should probably just be separating out what I don't want really quick. Yeah, you know what, we're not fixing that one anymore. We just get too many of them. We'll still allow new ones, but I think for right now I should just empty out what I can. The rest of that can stay. Yeah, as we pull stuff out, it's either, you know, it's staying or it's trash. Because what we're going to end up doing is, like, stuff that we don't want, we're going to filter it out a different way. So we'll leave that in there. Yeah, okay, well, that takes care of all of those. Sorry, cracking my knuckles real quick while I'm waiting for this to continue. Actually, I'm gonna go to my other idle game that I have going, because I definitely need to change what I'm doing. Okay. Either way, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. This is all trash. That's trash. That's trash. That stuff gets to stay. That gets fixed. Those will get... Well, actually, I might not even fix these anymore, because I keep getting consoles more often. Oh, I have so much speaker stuff. Okay, no, but that's all fine. Okay. So everything that's left is okay. Computer and accessories, consoles, camping, skating, swimming, sports, board games, building blocks, figurines. Oh, I didn't fix these ones. Okay. Okay. So the last one we did was figurines, vinyl records, camera photos, and then the rest of these for right now, we're just gonna say employees cannot touch. I would rather these ones stay empty for a minute while I figure out like what gets stocked up too much and what should be separated into different things, especially for stuff where it's going to be new stuff or renewed stuff. So we're keeping all of that. We're keeping this. Yeah, like we might separate out the microphone one just because it might just need to be a singular item for safety's sake. And then we'll do the same thing, so... Actually, a lot of these we can't even fix right now, so what I want to do... So I'm going to pull all of this stuff out. And just see how it does when it restocks everything. Okay, that goes back onto the shelf. And then we're just going to do the same thing with all of these, but we'll just put it for the used. And then, like I said, we'll remove stuff as necessary to filter out specific items. Like, we'll probably change the computer accessory one, the computer and smart accessories, and separate out all of the different keyboards and whatnot, and the couple of other things, like the monitors, to their own specific thing. We'll probably have to do the same thing with the shelves just to make things more convenient. Oh, well, actually, camping, skating, swimming, sports, board games, building blocks, figurines. Because I know some of these is just whatever is in here, it's just going to be all trash anyways, so I didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't mean to copy those settings. We'll probably do the same thing with microphones. Yeah, we'll figure out what's what in a minute. What is it? It's supposed to just be vinyl records, cameras, photo accessories, right? Yeah, and then the only thing we change with this is we'll change the other ones to probably it'll just be last item. Okay, so that takes care of all of that.
We'll tell all of them to stock the back room real quick and just let them move everything. And then we'll just figure out where our bottlenecks are on items. I just wanted to figure out what would be like the best way to do this, and I think this is going to be the best way. And then supposedly there's an upstairs to this now, and if there is, it might make it even easier to do certain things. It'll really depend. But it'll also mean that it is possible that I could set up all of these properly when I fully upgrade the store. Which is why I'm going to let them just stock everything and just kind of see where we get stuck at. Like, if we get stuck at, like, speakers or whatever, because, you know, too many of them are damaged or whatever. Like, you can already see, like, this one's, like, pretty filled up. Now there's apparently no place to put certain things. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just fix these real quick. Okay, so the speaker one is pretty much full. So all we would do is we would change this to speakers, and we would allow the employees to grab speakers to stock stuff. And that's basically all we would do, is we would just do that, and, you know, if something is full, like, we'll probably also add, this one will also be speakers. And we'll turn that on. Okay, let's just go to the next day. Figurines, fine, to be honest. Is there any pallets I could... That's good. That's good. Mystery. Buy those 4, and then we'll start the day. Actually, no, this one should be... There we go. Yeah, we'll let them grab whatever's available.
And then, like I said, we can separate out like quite a few things. Yeah, I think I might want them to empty out most of what's on the shelf before I have them restock stuff. So I think I want to grab my bucket. Fix those, fix that, these, that, those. Oh, no, these... Wrong speakers, I think. Yeah, hold up. Hold up. Those I don't care about. That's all fine. That's fine. Yeah, whatever's over here, I don't necessarily care about. I forgot to empty this one. Trash. Trash. Let me just make sure to tell them not to put anything in this one. This is all trash. All those phones are fine. All of this stuff is... Oh, no, that's trash. All of this is trash. Itchy. Okay. Okay, whatever. Okay. 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 Oh, actually, how's the store look right now? Still looks full. Let's finish fixing up these, and then we'll look to see if there's anything else worth buying. Again, it'd be so nice if there was an option to be able to fix stuff quicker. I have no clue why, but I'm so itchy right now. Okay. Okay, let's just see. Was there anything else? Both of these probably... Oh, hold up. That. The rest of them are probably not worth it. I'll let them grab everything. Ooh, cameras. I don't know why they were at a weird price, but okay. I mean, the 4 cameras alone basically pay for this. I mean, we'll let them keep grabbing everything. More game decks. Okay, well, certain one of these. Are almost all going to be recycle only. Big speakers are going to be recycle only. $33. Honestly, this makes it a bit easier to like know. How much money you made. I have no clue if I want to fix those.
Yeah, I think the next big update that they're gonna need is they're gonna need a way to automate fixing stuff.
Because I think that's really the only way forward going at this point. Yeah, no, I guess I'll just leave the tools for right now. I'll probably fix all of those.
Yeah, I may want to completely reorganize the front of the store. I think getting another shredder is probably going to be a good idea for me going forward.
So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna end the day. I probably couldn't do that again if I tried. Okay, and then... Aren't these, like, worth way more than that? No? I might be thinking of, like, the... Actually, no, I should probably leave those there. At least those ones. Yeah, anything under a certain price, it's just, it needs to be gone. I'll leave that. So I have some camping stuff. Same with the roller skates. And all of this is no good. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, some of these, like, I don't necessarily care, like, regardless. But then there are other ones where it's like, no, 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 the only way forward is that not to be an option. I think if I make this these all count under speakers? Even though I wouldn't count them as speakers, but you know, whatever the game decides. Just trying to take off anything that is a speaker and put them in one area. At least for right this second. Okay, 6 things just for speakers, just because there's a lot of big stuff. It seems like an okay thing to do. I could probably completely do the same thing with microphones as well. I think I'm just gonna wait for everything, or for most of the stuff to get sold. Maybe not necessarily everything. But I think waiting for most stuff to sell would be fine. But I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I think I can expand this out without being a big problem. You know, I can just keep getting bigger and stuff. So maybe I'll wait and see if they're gonna add any way to automate this, because if they do, that'll change things quite a bit for me. Either way, I'm gonna just call it quits for now. If they have another like decently big update like this, I might hop on to play like another like 2-ish hours. Either way, I'm gonna call it quits for right now. Goodbye, and until next time.